Hello there. I wanted to tell you about a new product that I've been using the last few days. This is the Keyton bread machine. It's a 2-pound stainless steel bread machine with a whole bunch of features to it. I've made a couple loaves with it, getting ready to fix another one, and I wanted y'all to take a look at it. This is available on Amazon. I got it as a sample to test since I love bread and I love machinery, and I wanted to show it off to you guys. This is great. It's got 24 different features that you can use. I'm a pretty simple girl, so the bread, the regular bread, there's basic bread, French bread, whole wheat bread, sweet bread, low sugar bread, rice flour bread, quick bread, Italian bread, gluten-free bread. All of that are presets over here. But you can also, you don't have to bake with this. This is a standalone bread oven, but you can also just use it to make dough. A lot of a lot of people like making homemade pizza dough. This is a great way to do it. It'll take it through the end of the first rise. And so you can, any of these bread things, you can, the bread recipes that you find, you can use those settings. There's 22 other settings. I mean, there's a bunch of other settings I'm still trying to figure out, and I haven't used them yet, but they have settings to make yogurt, pickled vegetables, different kinds of dough, jam, roasting nuts, where I'm sure you wouldn't have the paddle in there, and as well as making rice vinegar. I'm probably not going to use it for that anytime soon, but it's good to know that it has it, and it comes with an instruction book that goes into detail. The only thing I wish that instruction book had were recipes for all these different things. But the internet is a wonderful resource. It does come with a little plastic measuring cup and a little measuring spoon that has a teaspoon on one end and a tablespoon on the other. I use that for measuring the ingredients for this. All those different settings can be done with this one dial. You can turn it to change different things, loaf size, etc. And then when you're ready, when you finally add all the settings where you want it, you just hit start there, and that'll get it going. It's easy to operate, easy to fill. This is it's a non-stick pan. The paddle down here is removable. See that? And probably what's going to happen is when you're baking with it, that oftentimes gets stuck up in the bread, and they gave us a nice little hook to keep that from happening. This bread company recommends that you put all the liquid ingredients and then the flour on top of the water, and then the other dry ingredients like salt and yeast and stuff separated on the top, which I'm getting ready to do, and I'll show that once I have that done. And then I'll show you later what the bread looks like when it comes out and how to remove the pan to serve it. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to load this up, and then I'm going to show you as it starts operating. I'll be back in a minute. So we're almost done. We've got 22 minutes left, and you can see it rose quite a bit in there. The top's not browning the way I had hoped, but this is what happened on the last loaf as well, so we'll see what it's like when it's completely done. It's got a feature on here that it will keep it warm for up to an hour, but I'm loving the smell of this bread, and it doesn't need to keep warm for an hour because it's going to be sliced pretty soon after that beeper goes off, and it's going to beep a little bit. So sorry if the critters are making some noise behind me, but I'll be back in a few. Alrighty, I was doing that one-handed, so I went ahead and I took it out. There's the empty pan. I just set it back in there. That's all real hot. But here's my loaf. This is supposed to be 1.5 pounds, although it was pretty big. It was over the top. The top of it got browned nicely. This is an oatmeal white bread. It's got some oats in there, and so the top not being perfect may have to do with the adjustment of the recipe that I did. But there you go. This is the wonderful bread machine from Keyton. 2-pound bread maker, 24 program settings. It's got an ingredient box which I didn't use. That would, you can add things like, oh gosh, raisins, or if you want to do cinnamon bread. I haven't tried that yet. The bread pan, the kneading blade inside, you see that in there, it stayed in there, as well as some of the other items are not only removable but dishwasher safe. So those are washed in the dishwasher. It's just a great product, and I highly recommend it. I'm thrilled. Thanks. Bye.